here we are. We've got a huge mess going on. So I'm doing strawberry jam today, and there's the first batch. We're gonna put it over here on the towel and let those lids pop and seal up for us. Those are 16-ounce jars. Now I've got some more strawberries in here. It's a very simple recipe. It is 5 cups of strawberries. Of course, these are frozen, so I'm thawing those out for a minute, and then I'll measure them again, because you want to have accurate measurements to have your strawberry jam set up. I just used 5 cups of strawberries, 7 cups of sugar, 1 pack of pectin. Let it boil up a little bit, get a little bit thick. Oh, do you hear that? They're already popping and sealing. So we're gonna get that done. I'll be right back. All right, the best little tools. Of course, you're gonna need your lifter, but this isn't a necessity, but I love it. It's a little magnet for your lids, and of course your funnel. And so instead of chopping up by myself, this has been the best spent $13 ever. I can do all kinds of things with that little handheld blender. And then, of course, here's our lids and our rings. They're in hot water. They're waiting to go on the jars once we wipe them down. And what I do is I put all my jars in there with the steam going while I'm making the jam to go in the jars. So those should be about ready to add the pectin. So how I do it is I get my strawberries, and I'm going to measure these again in a minute, and then I'm going to add the pectin before I add the sugar. Right. So we have our 5 cups of strawberries that I mashed up. And we're going to add 1 packet of pectin to it. All right, we're gonna let the strawberries and the pectin just sit here and simmer for a couple of minutes, about 3 or 4 minutes. And then we'll add our sugar and stir it in and dissolve it really good, and then let it boil again for a couple more minutes. All right, now we have our 7 cups of sugar in here, and I just used the hand blender to mix it all up again. That's why you see all the foam. So we're gonna let this come back to a boil, and we're gonna boil it about 3 to 4 minutes. And then we'll start putting it in the jars. Okay, our jars are filled. Now I'm gonna take a clean rag, and then, actually I bought some great little rags, perfect for this, little microfiber ones from Amazon. They're perfect for all this. So I'm gonna clean all of the rings of the jars, and then we're gonna get our lids and our rings, and we're gonna put them on. Okay, we have all of these ready to go. We have wiped down the inside of the glass. We put all of our lids on, all of the rings are on, and they're tightened down, and we're just waiting for the water to heat back up again. As you can see, it's on high. We're ready to roll, and then we are going to submerge the whole rack in the water for 10 minutes, and I'm going to set the timer, and then our jelly and our seals should be ready to go. And hopefully we can catch some of them pinging. There it goes. The water is boiling, and as you can see, the water is just coming up over to the top of the lids of the jars. A little bit on those other 2, but not really worried about it. And we're gonna let it go for 10 minutes. 18 seconds left. And they will be ready to pop out of there. Hopefully we can hear them pinging right away. And we have 1 more batch to do, so I don't know, between 4 and 6 jars. And then that's all I have steam to do today. I've done so much, because I also have to get the onions ready to cure for the winter. Right, let's pull our jars from there and get them on a towel. Should we do that? Let's see. Yep, I'm a disaster, make a mess everywhere. So we're just gonna pull them out of the canner and over here, and we'll put them next to the other strawberry jam. We'll just let them sit, and then these are gonna sit over here 24 hours, and then I will check to see that all of these lids have sealed. And any that have not sealed in that 24 hours, we have an extra refrigerator. So those will go in there and they will start getting, those will be the first eaten. So that we don't waste any of the strawberries that we were able to pick this year. Our plants put out quite nicely. So we went and got them. And then I haven't had a chance to get to them. So they've been in the freezer until today. And I'm like, you know what? I am really tired of all this stuff just hanging around. I guess we're going to have to do that. Hold on. Do you hear that? That's the favorite sound. Let's see. There's another way to tell too. Let me get that. Get the water off the top. Let me have you listen to this difference as well. Now, whatever you're canning, this is what you're going to want to listen for, because there's a distinct difference. Do you hear it? That one's not sealed. That one is. That one is. That one is. Nope. So far we only have 2 that have not sealed, but like I said, those will be eaten over the next few weeks. And if they don't seal at all, I'll stick them, we'll eat them. I'll make some kind of strawberry dessert, who knows, but they won't go to waste for sure. We'll just wait for 24 hours. We'll see if the rest of those seal up, and then that will be it. Then we'll have strawberry jam for the year. One last batch, so we'll see how many we get. If we get 4 or 6 pints of strawberry jam, we'll check it out and see. So now it's just to add the sugar. I'm waiting on this to boil here. And then that will be what I'm gonna do for today. That to me looks like a good amount, and I'm okay with this. I always make, one recipe at a time or one batch at a time. So whatever pectin, whatever your recipe calls for. Mine is 5 cups of fruit, 7 cups of sugar, 1 pack of pectin. I always do them in individual batches because, I don't know what happens, but something happens to the jam and it doesn't set. I've tried to just double it and go from there and kind of make short work of it. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Didn't taste bad, but the jam never set. So there we go. And you're probably wondering, oh, why did I have frozen strawberries? Well, because that's just kind of how it ends up operating for me here. I'll go pick all kinds of vegetables or fruit. Like blackberries are starting to come in, so I'll be picking a bunch of blackberries this weekend, and those will go in the freezer. I'm starting to pick a bunch of green beans. Those are going straight into the freezer. So then I can just do this. I can just spend a whole afternoon and get all of my jams or whatever canning I'm doing done. I've got tomatoes in there that I just keep adding to, and then as soon as I get some more tomatoes, I'll start making spaghetti sauce. And then once the spaghetti sauce is, cooked down, because I cook mine down for quite a few days, then I'll can it. But that's just kind of how we operate here. So anyway, hope this little video helps, and happy homesteading, y'all. Hit the like, subscribe, share. and join us again next time, okay? Thanks, y'all. Bye. All right, so we ended up with 15 16-ounce jars of strawberry jam. We ended up with 10 8-ounce and 2 4-ounce. And we still have, I think it's a gallon bag full of strawberries that I had picked in the freezer, because I can't ever do all this in one day. So I always freeze my fresh stuff and then go about making like spaghetti sauce or my jam or whatever when I can get to it. So that was yesterday's venture in what we got for the winter. And we still have more than a gallon of strawberries to make some more. And the blackberries are starting to come in, so we'll be on to them next. But happy homesteading, y'all.